Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome once again to Scared and Alone, the only live interactive paranormal investigation happening around the globe right now. For all of those over in Europe, it's the middle of the night. Good morning to you down under. And here in America, it is the witching hour. I am your host, Dean Haglin, and we are coming tonight to you from upstate New York in Palmyra, New York, 30 minutes south of Rochester, to the Palmyra Historic Museum, a previous saloon and hotel that was moved on top of a housing complex that has layer upon layer of terrible stories and horror that we will experience. Of course, this is a live interactive paranormal investigation, so you are part of the investigation. So plug in your headphones, turn up your monitors, start recording, because you can witness and hear things that we may miss. Of course, we are joined, as always, with our team, starting over on the East Coast. It is the gentleman psychic, our very own spectral, Bob Ross. It's Richard Lil Lillard. Richard Lil, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you, my friend?
I am very well. You've already started on the canvas. It seems you're halfway through. What do you got going?
Well, you know what? I love Niagara Falls, but there's since the beginning, since I knew that we were coming here, and especially today, there's been one refrain that's been going over in my mind, one set of notes, and I can identify it, which puts me in a time frame of the mid 30s, maybe mid to late 30s.
1830s, we're talking?
This is actually the 1930s. There's a lot that goes on there, but there's something. There's a woman. I see a woman. She's in a blue dress, but she likes red. I know that. And then I keep hearing Benny Goodman sing, sing, sing.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. That might be a theme that we come back to time and time again. Because also coming to us from Key West, Florida, from the most haunted fire station in all of America, it is the doll tender of Robert the Doll. It's David L. Sloan, ladies and gentlemen. David, how are you?
Hey, I'm okay. I'm a little freaked out for Courtney. I think this is such an emotionally charged property, and I'm a little concerned because I don't know which emotions are going to come out tonight. And right. I mean, it's an incredible place, but
it is incredible, and it's got a rich history. And I know you do a lot of research for these shows. I'm sure you have a ton to inform us about.
There's a lot. I'm just really worried for her.
Well, let's ramp up to that. Let's not start the panic too early, David. And coming to us from Indiana, it is our very own.
Why are you laughing already?
I'm not laughing because we always have. You're our paranormal princess, and I know we are going to see more dolls in this location. And you have again your collection of psychic dolls. It is, of course, Haley Michelle, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How are you?
Good, but did you guys notice that I disappeared off here?
Just before we started? No.
We already started, and my whole screen went black, and I couldn't even get it to turn back on.
Okay, so we should tell everybody, hey, we are dealing with energies, and all of us have experienced computer issues, so we are not in any way liable for anybody's hard drives, internet, screens, monitors. For me, it was my sound card blowing out. You are coming and joining the show of your own accord, and this is your own warning.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Computers and electronics go a little wacky on the show from time to time. Haley, are you back? What went wrong?
Well, right before I was kind of thinking of what I was going to say to you, and I was like thinking, I haven't heard. I was assuming you're going to ask me, oh, why do you have this doll on today? And I was going to say, Well, I haven't heard much from her lately, or haven't communicated with her for a while lately, and I wanted to bring her on. And I said, I wonder if she'll give me a sign. And then right after that, my whole thing just shut down, and I was off this. I thought it happened to everybody.
No, no, I was just introducing everyone else. You came back in time.
I know
Who
I
is
came
this
back and you
doll
guys were
beside you
acting
then?
like, this is Cynthia.
Cynthia seems new to the show. I don't know if I've seen her.
I think it's been a while, but she's ready to come back. And I'm
What
feeling lots of energy from her.
is she a gift from someone, or did you find her? She seems
Um
terrified.
I think I found her a very long time ago.
Oh my gosh. Well, we thank her for joining us, and we will check in from time to time. And
Okay.
of course, coming to us live from the museum, it is our very own Ghostbait, the bravest person in all of paranormal investigation television. It is Courtney Buckley, ladies and gentlemen. Courtney, you've been in the Palmyra Historic Museum now for what, an hour or so, getting ready?
I'm going to let you know that things started happening. I was here maybe 7 minutes. It is already, like, when I tell you, I don't know if it's the fact that it's a black moon, it's like a new moon and an eclipse today, or what. I went to Niagara Falls earlier, so I fed off all that energy from the rushing water.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I walked in here. So many things have happened. I started taking the tour with Tracy. She was showing me around. We went upstairs. I started feeling all kinds of stuff. I was getting chills. And then I went upstairs. In one of the rooms, which I'll show you guys about later, I was standing half in the room, half out of the room. And I started to say, oh, I feel nauseous. And then something went like this, like this on my shoulder.
Oh, no.
Like very distinctly. We've been hearing sounds. And then the craziest thing, like someone was pounding. Tracy and I were sitting earlier, and we heard like someone stomping their feet from upstairs from one of the rooms that we're going to investigate tonight. But the most insane thing actually happened so far tonight, which, I mean, it's going to get nuts, but was a couple doors down at the general store. Oh, good.
Ready?
Tracy brought me down to the general store to show me. She opened the door. She took a step in. I've never had anything like this happen before. I took one step in, and it was like I walked into a memory. And I saw at the top of the stairs, because there's stairs right when you come in.
Right.
At the top of the stairs was a man was walking up the stairs. He had turned back and looked at me and like acknowledged me, like, oh, good, you're here, get to work, kind of a thing. And I felt like, oh, great, hi, I got to go get behind the counter. And I stopped and I said, hold on, what did I just see? And I described him. He had black hair with like a part down the middle. His hair came like this. I said, he's got a mustache and he's like a pharmacist. Like he has a jacket on like a pharmacist. And Tracy turned white. You need to come in this room and you need to look at this picture. And she showed me a picture and she said, do you see anything? And I think we have the picture if you guys want to put it up.
Right. This is Julius Phelps. So he is the proprietor of the Phelps General Store that ran from 1826 to 1910. If I recall, we did a episode of This Old Haunted House going through. Oh, yes. And so he maintains his presence, apparently. Him, William, his father, and Sybil, the daughter who's lived there upstairs till the 1976. All of the Phelps family seems to maintain a presence there. So you experienced Julius going up the stairs saying, get to work?
Yeah, it was like I walked into a memory. Like I didn't see him with my physical eyes. I saw him like in my mind's eye. And I described him to a T, and I had never seen that picture before. The picture itself was in the other room. But then Tracy and I went upstairs. We saw shadows. We heard things. We felt things. But when we came outside, we were walking back to the historical museum, and we turned around and looked. And this is actually on my Instagram for anybody that wants to watch it. I went live for a few minutes. There's a window, and you can see the curtains moving.
Oh,
Like someone's sitting there peeking out the window, and you can see like a figure, and you can see a face like looking out the window. It was like, and it happened for so long. Like my phone was on the charger, and we were watching it. There was 3 of us watching it, and we all were seeing it at the same time. I ran back into the historical museum, or I tried to run back into the historical museum to get my phone. The door was locked. Tracy tried to unlock it. We couldn't get in.
what?
And then when the door finally unlocked, I heard laughing. And then I was able to grab my phone, and this continued to happen for so long. I was able to grab my phone, go back outside, go live on Instagram, and people who have watched it have commented that they also have seen the curtains moving in the video.
Wow.
It's like
So-
wild.
So for those who don't know, Palmyra has 5. The Palmyra Historic Society has 5 different buildings all along the same street, across from the Erie Canal. The general store is one of them. Also the Historic Museum, which we are in tonight, and 3 others. They are all run by the Historical Society of Palmyra, and the director is joining us with who Courtney has referenced. This is Tracy Murphy. Tracy, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you again. Can you confirm what happened before the show?
I gotta tell you, it's never been so active for so long. When we get groups in here or just single people, it's been insane. I think I've said that word about 800 times in the last half hour. It's been insane.
And this has been at the Phelps General Store, which is about 3-4 doors down from
Yeah,
where the St. James Hotel is, where we are now, the Historical
Yep.
Museum.
yeah.
And you are now in the museum. You are in the museum now.
I'm here at the St. James / Riffenberg's hotel. I'm hiding in my office.
Right. So this was the Riffenberg Hotel and Saloon, opened in 1820.
1826.
1826.
Yeah.
And this was moved from its location to the present location in 1970. And it was moved to where there was 6 houses, and one of them burnt to the ground with a mother and 6 children inside, perished in 1964. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So they just basically bulldozed it, and then you put the hotel on top of it. So it is layer after layer after layer of energy, all in this location tonight.
Yeah. Yep. That's
And-
it exactly.
Fantastic. I don't know if we've ever had that kind of location before, and that sounds terrifying. So Courtney, where are you now? You are now in the
I'm in the parlor. I just heard a footstep in the room with me.
what?
There was a footstep, like someone had come. So are you guys hearing this? There's like footsteps all around me. So I heard like someone step into the room from right here.
I'm not hearing on my speakers, but let me turn mine up. I'm hearing crackling. What's
Earlier,
that?
when you were talking, somebody said they heard breathing that wasn't human, and somebody else heard a growl. So things were already with you.
Oh boy.
Do you want to call it over to you? Do you want to ask them to come closer to you, see if it'll?
Yeah. Okay. There is. Oh, I have the chills so bad in here. If there's anyone with me in this room, can you come closer to me?
Ask them if they can tilt one of the pictures in the room. If they can tilt it a little bit to one side to show you, maybe I don't know if those are pictures of people who used to live there or not. Maybe they can just show you which one they like the best.
One seems off center already.
Okay, if you're here with me, or whoever is here with me, well, first off, my name is Courtney. You were acquainted with me when I walked through the house earlier. I'm not here to disturb anything. I just want to talk to you and hear you. So if you are in this room with me, can you touch a picture frame? Show us which one is your favorite. Maybe move it a little bit.
What?
Did you hear that?
I kinda do.
what's up, Casey
That was
Mike?
that same footstep noise.
I'm also hearing some sort of repeating, like a breathing or something on my speakers. Anyone else hearing that?
Nope.
Pretty rhythmic.
Oh wait, I just did now.
David, are you hearing anything?
Mm-hmm. And Courtney got a little clip on her K2. I mean, oh God, there's another one right when we talked about it. All right, so let's try to figure out who they are. Ask them if they were involved with the saloon. Are you in the saloon part right now?
Yeah. Okay. I thank you for lighting this up. I know that you're here with me. Can you do me a favor, please, and make it go all the way to red if you were part of the saloon? If you worked here at the saloon or if you visited the saloon?
No.
That was a very strong no and a footstep.
That was a very
Right
strong
next
no.
to me. That was right next to me.
I felt like it
Ask-
grabbed your arm.
Ask if it's a Riffenberg.
Are you a Rivenberg? Can you make it go all the way to red if you're a Rivenberg?
Ask if they were associated with the hotel. They might not like the saloon aspect of it.
Right.
Okay.
It just died.
Okay, if you were a visitor or worked at the hotel, can you make this go all the way to red?
As soon as you asked that on
Okay.
my end, I got the biggest lightning struck at my house. It's thundering so hard. The first one I heard all night. It's still going on.
That's
Oh my
interesting.
God.
A lot of people are having the storms going on too. In the comment section, several people said they've got the storms.
So you're sitting over top, of course, where the 6 houses were bulldozed. Perhaps it's the energy of the family that perished, the 6 children and the mother, who was 25. I forgot their names, actually. Tracy, what was the name of that family?
It was the Breeden family. So there was Anna was the mom. She's in the red sweater.
Uh-huh.
And then the oldest boy was Eddie. There was Dennis, Mitchell, Susan, Sharon, and the youngest was Sam. And Sam was almost 2.
Oh my gosh. And that shoe you found, Courtney, what we're seeing right now, you went down the basement. That is a shoe that was just in the rubble where they put the hotel over top of without finding it.
Yeah,
So-
there's another picture that I took that you can see the charred. It's like up close of like that pile of debris over there, and you can still see pieces of like the charred stuff.
Okay, so maybe this is Anna communicating with us other than the Riffenberg family.
Anna, if this is you, can you light this up?
No.
Ask if it's Paul.
Paul, if this is if you're here with me, can you light this up? I just got like my throat like just it's like dry. Like
That'll happen if they're trying to shut you up from talking.
it's hard to swallow.
Yeah, if they don't like something that you're talking about or something you're thinking about saying, they'll try to stop you from talking.
But what if she's
Right.
feeling how they died in the fire?
Yeah,
Right?
maybe the smoke inhalation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's good. That's an excellent point.
That's actually good. I'm choking too here.
You guys looked at me like I said something crazy and like, oh God, what did I say?
No,
It makes so much
no,
sense.
I'm drinking water.
Me
I
too.
have
I
a-
keep feeling like I'm drinking a lot and clearing my throat.
I know.
I have
Richard-
a question.
Yes, Richard Lell?
Anna, you said was 25 when she passed away,
Yes, and she had 6 children.
and this was 1965, right?
1964. It was 3 days before Christmas.
Oh my
I
Yes.
god.
wonder if, because at the beginning I saw a woman who liked blue, but she was in red. And even though I know that I put it at 1936, 1937, 1938, that's the year she was born. I wonder. I wonder.
Oh,
I
you're
wonder if that's what she
connecting to
chose.
her birth year as opposed to the year
Thank
she
you.
perished.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Sing 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 came out, Benny Goodman and his orchestra, 1936, but it was popular throughout the 30s and 40s.
That's
So
right. Big band. So
I-
that
I-
might be Anna's favorite song, is what you're saying, in her childhood?
I think that it must be it. I think that was something that would be familiar to her, that her mother may have listened to, and maybe that was something that just always brought her great comfort.
And I can't figure out how a 25-year-old has 6 children. How old? I mean, let's not speculate. Courtney, what are you pointing at?
While Richard Lale was talking about that, the EMF reader started going off, and I had a thought. Richard Lale, can we play that song?
Sure.
Is that
Like
allowed?
we do other shows? Yes.
Right.
Dig
Let's-
that up and see. We've had so many other episodes of this show where music has played such a key part in connecting to any of the entities that we stumbled upon.
Hold on, here we go.
Oh. Haley, what you got going on?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought it was going off.
No.
It's the refrain that she likes the most.
Yeah, just the opening drumming. That's pretty jazzy. Courtney, anything?
I saw someone peek through the door.
What? What do you mean peek through the door?
That door right there. Look.
Yeah.
It was like I couldn't tell where to look between these two doors because it felt like people were coming up to the doors, but I see where that bust is? Where am
Yeah.
I? Right here.
Yeah.
So like right here, I saw a head and shoulders like peek around the door to see what was going on.
Can you go over there?
Yep.
I do want to say I need all the viewers to let me know in the comments if you see it's going off because I'm facing it this way and I can't see.
Yeah. Well, it did
So
go off
I'll read
when
the
I called
comments.
your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's going off right now.
Yeah. Well, you locked up your monitors. Yeah.
I did see it
I
that time.
gotta think. The storm is affecting your feed, Haley. I'm sorry.
It is. It's okay.
What are you peeking into, Courtney? What room is
So
that?
this is the. I don't know where the light switch is in here. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find the light.
I don't know.
This has like police. Oh,
Look at that.
this is right off the parlor. It has like police and fireman stuff in it.
So there are 23 rooms in this historic museum. Each room has a theme historically. I assume, Tracy, that this is the police and fire historical room of the
That's
monument.
correct, yes.
So
So-
there,
That is our police and fire department room.
I'm standing right now where I saw the person standing when they peeked out and looked at me.
We should play the song right there.
Yeah, do it.
Richard Lell, could you
Let's
do it?
Oh, it's going. It's going.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Tell it. Say, show me your dance moves.
I invited it to come dance with me, and that's when it started going off.
Ah,
Oh,
Come back, come dance with me.
you did. He left.
I scared it away.
You did, Haley.
I put him on the spot.
Okay.
So
Courtney,
the energy in here, mind you, I've been terrified since I got here, but the energy in here feels like happy and good.
Oh,
Ru-
what?
I just heard footsteps from in here,
My whole
and then
thing
the
just
KT
cut
went
out.
off.
Anyone else hearing anything on their speakers? I'm not hearing it.
No, I'm just feeling so much anxiety right now.
I am too. I got to say, of all the episodes, this is the one I'm not settling into at all.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm surrounded.
It is going off.
And I keep hearing like a repetitive something, like I don't want to say breathing, but it's something. It's actually timing to your meter.
That's nuts. It's doing and it's not doing. Sometimes we get that weird heartbeat, but this isn't. This is like erratic.
Yeah. Okay. David, ideas. What are we dealing with? It seems so many.
Yeah, I think there's so much going on. I think there's a lot of different competing energies. And it seems like a lot of it's because the house was moved somewhere else. In the comment section, people are saying that there's just something wrong, that, with the layering almost. And a lot of
Right.
people are picking up on what's probably the Breeden family from the fire.
Right.
Haley Castellano is back again this week. She's talking about a baby crawling. She's saying that there's a man down there that he's preventing you from going downstairs. So, I mean, I don't know if you're planning on going to the basement tonight, but there's somebody who doesn't want you down there. People are picking up on some heavy stuff, and I think people are feeling it at home too. It's just a really mixed energy, which can create a confusion. So I think the thing to do is try to focus on, choose which of the spirits you want to be in contact with, whether they're from the hotel or from the saloon or from the fire.
Well, we are in the parlor. Perhaps we should go up to the medical room where we could it's a smaller area, and maybe tighten our focus.
Well, can I show you guys something really cool before we
Yeah,
go?
please do.
So this is my favorite thing that Tracy showed me. Down here in the floor, can you guys see this worn area right here?
Yeah, where the floorboards are a bit worn down.
Yep. So it's like an actual divot. Oh, okay. It's an actual divot in the floor, and it's from where the bartender would walk back and forth behind the bar.
Wow.
And it would be worn. It was worn in. So that's where I've been sitting. Is right over. This is my chair, and right where my feet are is the divot.
So that's where the bartender stood, and technically the bar would be where the chair was,
Right.
facing outward.
And so he would walk.
What was that?
Try standing on that spot and ask if George is there.
Okay.
George or John.
Who did that heavy breathing? Just that breath out. Did anyone hear that on their speakers? Or is that just me?
I heard that clearly.
I heard it too, but I was on mute.
Who did that? Courtney, did you just exhale?
That wasn't me. I heard it on my
I might
speaker.
have breathed.
I think it was, yeah.
Did you breathe
Guys,
in the
I don't
microphone,
think about
Haley?
it. I need to talk to you guys.
Haley, talk to us.
Do you guys not realize that I keep exiting?
Yeah, well, you keep locking up, and then
yeah. And the scariest thing in the world is happening to me right now. Like I am being haunted over the phone. I will hear multiple clicks. My screen will flash, shut off, and this will go insane. And I've never seen it go this insane in my life. It sounds like someone's purposely knocking me out. Like click, 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 flash, flash. That's right after I said I have so much anxiety.
And where's the electrical storm? Is there still lightning and thunder outside?
No, it stopped.
Okay, so somebody's focusing on you to stop you from being part of us.
It sounds like someone's like clicking a remote over and over to get me to stop. And then this will go insane. Like seriously, it'll keep going forever until my screen pops back up. And the sound of it is just, it's crazy.
Suggests that your doll is affecting, perhaps move her out of frame.
When I woke up this morning, she had this black stuff on her face. And it looked like fire. And that's what I said. And then I didn't think about it. What?
Do you know what year this doll was made? It looks very 60s to me.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know for sure.
Oh. It looks very 60s, and this would be something that one of the children who died in the fire would have played with.
Oh my gosh.
They could be coming over here to play and messing with my thing and making this go off.
And
I'm wondering
to the doll.
My K2 is picking up
They really
lower.
could be wanting to play, and I'm just disconnecting.
Courtney, say it.
My K2 is picking up when it's lower. Look at
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we turn off the lights. I have my toys with me.
Oh.
If we turn off the lights and set the toys up behind me.
Oh yeah.
Play.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. Hold on.
Well,
and I'm only suggesting the turning off of the lights so that we can see the toys well.
What toys did you bring? Oh yes, the classic.
My fun light up ball.
As soon as you touch them, yeah, those are fun. And in the 23 rooms, I believe there's a doll room here in the museum.
I don't actually want to talk about that.
I do.
Tracy, is that true? There's a room of dolls?
There's 2 rooms of dolls.
Yeah, no.
Let's hold that off for
Did you see that?
What? Courtney, what did we see?
I set the ball down. I set the ball down right here. This one won't stop going off. I set the ball down right here. It was still, and then I went to go set the other one up, and it rolled towards me.
Did we
and my
miss that?
K2 is going crazy. Okay, this one I don't think works. Hold on. This one moved by itself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can you guys see those okay with the
Yeah, we can see them great. They're right center frame. And
oh my
now
God. Nope, this was a mistake.
I don't think you should be scared. They're probably over here.
Yeah.
All right. I have these fun toys here to play with. And if you touch them, if you try to roll them or throw them, they'll light up for you.
You might want to get down on the floor so you're down at a child's level. I know most of the
Yeah, it
kids,
might be too high.
most of the kids who died were pretty young.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Hold on. I feel very vulnerable on the floor, but let's do it. Oh, the K2 is red.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The K2 is red.
Do
Yes,
we
It's
know
red.
any of the children's names?
we
Mhm.
do. We just listed them. Sam was the youngest, Tracy.
Sam was the baby, yes.
And then in sequential order, it was Sam,
Sharon, Mitchell, Susie, Dennis, Marion.
and Marion.
Well,
Marion was the
yeah,
oldest.
his name was Marion, but they called him Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie. Okay.
Eddie. Hmm.
Okay, try it again, Courtney.
Okay, can you get that? All right. If any children want to come play with me, I have very fun toys here, and we can play catch with them. And if you touch them or roll them, they'll light up very pretty colors, like this. Can you do it with the other one?
What?
That's the other one.
That's the other one you didn't touch.
Nice
Ask if
job.
If it's Eddie.
Eddie, is that you? If you touch this green light, it'll light up too.
Sam was the youngest?
Samuel, yeah, Samuel D.
Samuel, if that's you, can you play with it again?
I just felt
You did
something
such a good
pick up my
job.
necklace and set it down.
Whoever that was did such a good job. Can you try it again?
So Sam would have been, I think Sam was 1.5, under 2 when he died. So so he might not be totally understanding. Try Sharon.
Sharon, is that you? Can you play with me? Here, I'll show you. I'll do this one. See? Okay. And can you do the other one?
Tell them it's their Christmas present. The fire happened just a few days before
Oh,
Christmas.
right.
Come play with your Christmas present.
I know this sounds really weird, but the mom wants to see if you're a good person, like a good enough person to be talking to their kids, like a safe person. I feel like she's worried. She's checking you out to see if you're a safe person for you to be interacting with her kids. If that
So
makes
my
sense.
name is, I smell fire.
You do?
My name is Courtney. I'm a mom. I have a 12-year-old son. I love him very much. I'm a teacher. I work with little kids all day, and I love them very much. I love your children very much. And I just want them to have a fun toy to play with. I want them to have a Christmas present. Can you let them play with it? Please?
And the mom's name, well, officially it's Anna, but on her tombstone it says Ruth, and that was her middle name. So I don't know. Tracy, did you know?
Oh,
Oh my God.
gosh.
There we go.
Who
She
did
let them
that?
play with it. I think she finally let them play.
Thank you, Anna.
Oh my gosh.
Does anyone
Wonder-
else want to play?
I want them to do it at the same time.
We can all play together. Oh
My.
my goodness.
Now do the other one.
Can you do the other one?
One of the other kids can play with a different one.
It's okay. They're fun. Oh.
I'm hearing walking in my room.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And great. It just gave us proof that I just said that.
I literally was just thinking, I smell smoke, and then the thought
What?
was, I wonder if they smell like smoke.
Oh my God.
Did
Like if
somebody
I'm
come over
if-
here?
Haley, what do you got footsteps in your room?
As soon as I said
In your-
I hear footsteps right in front of me, that ball went off.
Oh my God.
And now it's going off again.
Is
Yeah.
that fun?
You know, the ball almost looks like sirens on a fire truck, or the lights
Yeah.
on a fire truck.
Like a fire truck that's putting out the fire.
Play with
I
the
have
other
an
ball.
idea. How about another sound effect?
Richard
Yeah.
Lell, what's your idea?
I have an
Ring
idea.
around the room.
What if we played a? What would happen if we played the sound of a vintage fire truck sound?
From 1964. You have a vintage siren.
Well, I'm sure the internet has one.
Yeah,
Let's
you
find
can
out.
find that.
Okay.
Um,
Are we trying to terrorize this family or relive?
no, just to see what they, if it sparks a memory.
Okay.
Something touched my left leg and it went frozen.
Oh my God. Haley,
And I have a
are you
blanket on.
connected? So you
Connected?
basically
No, 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 no.
that made me nauseous.
No, turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, turn it.
Courtney, what happened?
It just like I heard like panicked footsteps from everywhere. Like that
Yeah.
was they didn't like that.
No,
That
I
just
didn't.
freaked
I was
everyone
worried
out.
about that.
It freaked me out.
I heard
can't-
voices in
I
the back
can't
of it.
swallow. Yeah. Haley, what you seem to be most connected to what's going on. What's happening for you?
What? So there is. Did you guys say there's 6 kids?
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you
god.
hear that? What is that?
Listen,
What is that? Yeah, it's the tapping.
it's here.
I'm hearing it through my speaker. Haley,
Every
got
time
that?
you talk to me or interact with me, that thing is messing around. Like something's going on in that room. My leg went frozen. Something touched my leg, and there's walking in front of me.
Courtney, you need to calm them down. Let them know that everything's okay. Maybe sing them a little song. Sing maybe a Christmas song. Sing some type of a lullaby. Calm them
What
down
about
again.
ring around the Rosie or something? Oh,
No, that's
when I
not a
said
good
ring
one.
around
That's
the
not a good
Rosie,
one.
it went
No,
off.
not ring around
Oh,
the
gosh.
rosy. No.
Not that. No.
Not
Hold
that
on,
one.
hold on, hold on.
I got that tapping,
Rock
shaking.
I still hear the tapping.
baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks,
Slowing
the
down.
cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all.
No,
The tapping is
that's
happening.
It's perfect time.
Go on.
This would be
Haley?
the perfect time for a tap yes, tap once for yes, tap twice for no situation.
Okay.
It doesn't. It sounds like no. It doesn't. It's the tapping is happening behind me. It doesn't sound like somebody is tapping. It sounds like the house is shaking.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's,
over on my end, it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah,
the
it
glass,
sounds
'cause
it,
I'm sitting
the
in-
tapping starts
I'm sitting in
slowing
front
down.
I'm sitting in front of glass cabinets, so it sounds like somebody is like running, and the glass is shaking.
Oh,
Like I don't hear the running. It's like the shaking glass.
oh my gosh.
Now it's picked up again.
Right.
I can barely talk.
I think you should mix it up and move out of that room. Give them a little bit of time to calm down.
And calm us down for
I think
crying
I
out
think,
loud.
I think everything that went on is kind of traumatizing for them.
I'm having like a hot flash.
Give them a second. Is there,
Haley,
Oh,
is there another room you can go to? Is there the medical room?
yeah, that's upstairs.
Yeah, but that's way worse. But
Oh.
yes, I can go up there.
Way worse. How worse can this is?
Okay.
Yeah, there's supposed to be the doctor who doesn't like women there, right?
And
Oh.
that's where we heard the stomping coming from earlier.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, for who? Not me.
Well, turn some lights on, Courtney, for crying out
There
loud.
are there's lights on over here, but it's still terrifying. Oh my god. Okay.
And this tapping
poor
still goes
babies. I
on.
feel
Whatever they're
sad.
shaking,
yeah.
I'm still
I
hearing
know.
it.
I feel like
David, are you hearing this?
Oh yeah.
Richard Lell, are you hearing it?
Yes, I definitely hear it. Bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump.
And now it's
see,
stopped.
I'm hearing
As soon as
that
you did
through
that.
my speakers. I'm hearing that through my speakers, but behind me the glass is rattling. Like that's a different sound.
So they're
But
really
like
upset.
the fast tapping that you were talking about is the glass rattling behind me. That is not me.
That's the glass rattling?
No.
Hey, yeah,
That's
and
something else.
like Amanda's just saying, the tapping sadly sounds like someone's frantic and wanting you to know where they are to save them.
Oh my
Right.
God.
It's what it feels like is someone's running through this room. I can't feel the footsteps. I can't hear the footsteps. But like when I get up and walk, the glass behind me shakes. But it's not just like a couple of footsteps. It's like someone's running through this room.
Okay, this is what I'm feeling.
Okay,
I
Haley?
feel like the kid is mostly playing with you. Not in it's in a different kind of like weird way, almost like, oh my gosh, there's this living person and she's sensing me. I'm gonna keep doing things to see if she could feel me some more. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like it's the oldest child. Like, oh my gosh, this person can sense and feel me, and this is crazy. I'm gonna run around and get her attention.
I feel like that's how it felt before we played the sirens, and then
Oh,
the siren threw
Panicked everybody.
everything on this floor into a panic.
Okay, let's get off this floor. Let's
Oh,
go up to the medical
yeah.
room.
because they
What?
relived that fire.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that for some reason.
Okay.
This went up to red when I said that.
Well, now the tapping stopped on my speakers. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stopped over here.
Too.
Okay.
We
Courtney,
could,
do you want to head
All
up
right,
to
I'm
the
gonna
medical
get up.
room?
Yeah.
we
ugh,
could
yeah.
try to calm them down before you go up, unless you want to.
I feel like that's what I feel like I'd like to do because I don't
Okay.
want to leave them. I feel bad and I
thought-
don't want to leave them like this.
I
Okay,
thought
so
you
Replace
were
the
lovely
sirens
serenade.
with. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask if we can replace the sirens in their head with a fun jazzy music like you had before.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do
Oh, yeah.
something.
A little more Benny Goodman.
Something that is a little upbeat, something that Mama would have liked. We'll go back over here just a second. We'll find.
A little, yes. Gene Krupa drum solo.
Let's see what. Oh, here we go.
What's this?
That seemed to calm them down a little bit.
Calm them down. Maybe
I
apologize
heard-
for terrifying everybody with the sirens.
I heard a man cough, and I hear tapping from the other side of the room now. But it seemed like again with like the other music, like people came in here to see what was going on. But
Mhm.
it feels better. So I'm sorry that we scared you. I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad that I told you I was a safe person and then I scared you.
Yes, and maybe that was my fault too. And so maybe
Way to go,
it
Richard
was my
Lale.
Jalel,
So
I'm gonna say
I apologize. That was just something on television. That's what I like to say. It was just from 1964. Like, I don't know, One Adam 12. I don't know. That's
Emergency.
all it was. Just on TV.
Dragnet.
Oh, I
Dragnet.
can't.
Yes, Dragnet. It was Dragnet. That's all it was.
Well done, Richard Lell. Well,
See?
Well done.
Courtney, that solved everything.
Oh,
This is so stressful. This is so
It is
stressful.
stressful. This is I'm very stressed out. So
Oh,
as
gosh.
Courtney heads upstairs to the medical room, Courtney, are you on your way?
I mean, I'm
Courtney?
gonna pack up all my things and then head upstairs, and I'm not excited about it, but okay.
Well, let's check in with Richard Lell and see how his painting's going after he apologized to everybody. What do you got going on?
It's going. So the woman that I saw, I told you she was in red, but she loved blue. So I when I saw the picture, she looked like the woman that I saw. So I'm going
That
to
was
paint
Anna?
her. That was Anna. So
That was Anna.
I'm going to paint Anna, and I've got, of course, the hotel here, and I think I might go ahead and add in 6 little faces, just so she's not alone, and she gets to have her family in the portrait.
And I appreciate the detail of the 1964 beehive hairdo.
Thank
that you-
You know, it's amazing, Richard Lale. I found a rare photograph of Anna in the paper, and look, the hair is almost identical.
There it is.
You nailed the do. Look at that.
Yeah, that's who I saw. I mean, it was funny that I was hearing the music from the 30s, but then, of course, she was more saying, "Hey, look, this is the time that I was born at this time." So
Right. The other entity that exists is a woman named Sybil who lived above the general store without electricity, without television, without indoor plumbing until 1976, if you could imagine.
wow,
She had an outhouse, and lived in a daybed, went to the local diner every day at 4 p.m., but otherwise lived above the general store that was locked in 1940. And so you could be channeling maybe a bit of that energy as well.
It could very well be. It's the same period. It's the same, this late 30s through the 40s.
Yeah.
It's the same period. Now, there's a lot there. There's a lot other things there that's in the grounds.
Right.
There's native energy there. There's a gunfight that happened. This is about 1880.
Oh, right. So that would have been right, because the Erie Canal brought a lot of ne'er-do-wells, as it were.
Well, this fellow. So the person that ended up by getting shot, it was like he was caught in the crosshairs between other people. It was like, and that's why at the beginning I had this intense headache, like right behind the eyes. Right.
Oh, dear.
And that's what it feels like. It feels like 1880s gunshot. That's what it feels like.
Okay. Wow. So as Courtney heads to the medical room, Tracy, tell us just a little bit about this room and what a little of the history in the medical room as it's known there at the museum.
So the medical room here at the Historical Museum is very interesting. We have a lot of different medical equipment, as you could see from that photo.
Mhm.
One thing that has not changed through the years is definitely the scale. It's always there in the corner, waiting for people to jump on it. Why, I don't know. Anyway, we have a really nice display. We have all kinds of different things. On the wall back there is a picture of our Dr. Adams, Harriet Adams. She was one of the first women doctors here in Palmyra, and she was a pretty interesting lady. She actually passed pretty young for her age. She had a brain tumor, but she fell off her horse and wagon, and hit her head, and they thought that's why she died, but she actually had a brain tumor.
Oh,
But most of her patients were children and women, because men didn't go to see her because she was a woman.
yeah, I see.
Mhm.
What about the larger portrait on my screen left? The oil painting. Who is that?
That was Dr. Lakey, James Lakey. He was
Lakey.
actually a pretty good guy.
Oh, lovely portrait.
Yeah, beautiful portrait. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, well, Courtney, are you? Where are you now? Courtney, can you hear us?
I'm in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's very dark though. Is there no light?
I'm in the. I'm not sure where the light is in here, but this is the oil painting. I'm in here.
That's the. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's very
Now we know.
difficult to breathe in here.
Why?
I don't know. I
I can
can't
feel it too.
breathe in all the way.
Um.
Like I can breathe, like I'm not like out of breath, but I can't fill my lungs.
And I'm hearing breathing through my.
You can't get that
speakers.
deep breath in.
Yeah,
That's
I
probably
can't.
me. I've been
Is
trying to breathe for a little while.
David,
What's-
are you experiencing that?
It didn't happen until I came in this room.
I've been hearing interesting breaths. What's the temperature in there? Is it different than the rest
It's
of the
warm.
house? Does it feel a lot warmer than the rest?
Yeah, it definitely feels warmer than downstairs.
Yeah. Haley Castellano picks up on a shadow figure in there. She's telling you should get out. If it continues to heat up, the heat's usually associated with some not so good entities. Tabitha Meadows just heard a growl.
I'm
So
hearing that too through my speakers. I keep thinking it's an electrical issue.
be alert.
not
when you're
me.
in- Yeah.
Ooh.
Now,
And
Gibby,
when I walked in, the first thing, like, I took one step in and this went up to red for like 2 full minutes.
Okay, just kind of walk around the room and go to that scale that's always been there.
The scale?
Yeah, it
It's
should
near
be.
the
If
door.
the portrait was to your right, it's behind you, directly behind you.
Yeah, it's right here. I don't want to have my back to the door. All of a sudden, hold on.
trust your gut.
This is going off. I'm trying to like get myself situated here. This was just going off on red when I said I don't want to put my back to the door. I was hearing footsteps out in the hallway. The scale, I don't know if you can see it, is right here.
Okay, I'm seeing more of the hallway actually, but
I know, but I'm wondering if maybe
is there a
I
light in
just heard
there?
humming.
When you said you saw it in the hallway, my thing went.
Oh
Look.
yeah, look at.
It's like when I'm leaving into the hallway, it goes off.
Mine's doing it. Mine's going off.
Yeah, in the doorway.
Yeah.
And I hear footsteps.
I've been hearing, as soon as I got up here, I heard footsteps like all in the hallway. I'm sweating. I was freezing downstairs. I had the chills. This right here is the scale. Can you guys see that, or is it too dark?
No, can you? Tracy? Where's the light switch in that room?
There isn't a light switch in the room.
Oh, is there a
There's
light in the
actually
room?
one at the top of the stairs when you first come up the stairs.
And that lights up that
Oh my
room, or
God.
that just lights up the
It'll do
hallway?
the whole hallway.
Oh, well, the hallway's lit.
Someone said a doctor's pointing at you.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
What do you mean?
Mm-mm. No, thank you. I don't want any doctor pointing at me.
He wants you to take your medicine, Courtney.
Richard
Take
I
it.
don't want to take Richard Lale.
Yeah.
Just made it go off.
You're gonna take it. You're gonna like it.
Do you have any Tic Tacs or any sort of any breath mints or anything?
No.
Bottle
Okay.
of water.
Can you
Just
I have a
can
bottle
you
of water.
pretend.
that you're taking a pill?
Oh boy.
Take your medicine, Courtney.
Richard
Amanda
Lyle,
English
stop
just
saying
said a
that like
guitar
that.
strum. I'm hearing that too. Is anybody hearing like a regular
Yeah.
Well,
strum?
you may have been hearing the chime from the clock.
No, it's been going on regularly for I thought it was like a boiler or something, but it's sort of continual, like somebody's strumming a guitar or something, but it's way, way far away.
I just heard a footstep from behind me.
Oh no.
Take your medicine, Courtney.
Richard
I
Lell.
don't want to take my medicine, Richard Lyle.
It's time for your shot.
Okay, give me a shot.
You should throw a fit about it.
Oh my god, look.
Look. He's trying to comfort you to take the shot. It's going to be okay.
I feel like he's like, ah, ha, ha, let me give you a shot.
Yeah. In fact, have two.
Yeah, look at that.
I was hoping the female doctor would connect to you more than the other nice guy.
All right.
If you make it touch red, she'll get her shot.
Haley, stop offering me up like that.
That's right. Courtney has to do that.
Just throwing you out there.
If there is a doctor in this room with me, can you make a sound that we all can hear?
Is there like an old-fashioned electroshock device in there, or some sort of early version of a defibrillator?
An electrode
Yeah,
machine.
there is an electroshock therapy machine in there.
Oh, there is.
Hmm.
Can you go
Is that
to
this?
Oh my
Every
God.
once in a while, it'll turn on. We don't know how because there's no electricity in the room.
Oh god.
Okay, do you want to?
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
You're touching something that you probably shouldn't be. You're
Are you
looking at
touching
something
the machine?
you shouldn't.
I'm not touching anything. I'm looking at the machine.
That's enough. You made him mad.
I thought about putting the K2 next to the machine and then it went to red.
I wouldn't touch it.
You would not touch it, David?
No.
I would.
I mean,
Wait, I'm with you, Haley Michelle. Touch it, Courtney.
Yeah.
You
I
are
remember,
all
wait, I remember a
ruthless.
time. I remember a time you guys laughed at me jumping on a gurney in the middle of a abandoned psych ward. So you can
did we
touch
laugh,
this thing. I'm pretty sure I heard giggling.
Courtney,
Yeah.
Yeah, Courtney.
trust your intuition, but I would say touch it. But before you do, take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale. One more. And one more again. Now you can touch it.
Look at
wow.
Yeah.
Are you gonna use this on me?
No. Richard
I
Lell,
felt
not
like someone
funny.
just touched the back of my neck.
Oh no.
It's funny.
Like the tag in my shirt. just,
Richard
like,
Lell,
flipped.
could you mute your speaker as you
Now it's
laugh
him this
maniacally?
Yay, it wasn't me this week. It's okay.
No, it's Richard Lell.
You're going to be fine. You can stop touching it now. Now it's time. Maybe you tell this doctor that you're the new doctor.
Oh,
That
Oh,
his
boy.
services are no longer needed.
No, I don't need to say that.
okay. For those
No,
just joining us,
I do not have a
is
medical degree.
Scared and Alone, and we are in Palmyra, New York, at the Palmyra Historic Museum. We are in the medical room. Courtney Buckley's by herself, and we are helping her investigate whatever the heck's going on. We are all experiencing something. I'm still short of breath, and I can't swallow for some reason. Haley, how
I'm
are
having
you
a
feeling?
really sharp stomach pain and hard to get a deep breath down.
David, what's happening for you?
I feel absolutely awful. I feel terribly sick. I've been nauseous ever since she went into that room. I'm ready for I vote for a room change as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, the
Let's.
scary part about the room change, David, is that the place that I felt nauseous is right down the hall from here, and that happened to me earlier.
What room was that?
The merchant room.
The merchant room.
Oh, the merchant room. Tracy, tell us
Oh my
about the
gosh.
merchant room. You're already
Um,
laughing.
Well, the merchant room has been really active for the last few months. It's a very interesting room. It has a lot of different artifacts from a lot of different merchants that were here in Palmyra. But it's also close to the back staircase. And a lot of people report seeing a shadowy figure come out of the back staircase. But lately, the merchant room has been the place where people are feeling touched or somebody staring at the back of them. Even I get an uneasy feeling down there.
Okay. Well, let's head there.
And
Courtney.
just for the record, not only did I feel nauseous there, I also was touched while Tracy was standing right next to me.
Yep.
I need to
Okay.
say
And
something.
this was in broad daylight.
Yeah.
I need to say
Well-
something.
Haley, go ahead.
Okay. We were all feeling somewhat similar, but also different symptoms. Like I had a stomach pain. There was someone has nausea, headache, dizziness, everything. That I feel like we're feeling what people have felt when they went into that room to see him.
Oh my gosh, we're
Like
all
different people. Like
having the
how his
symptom.
patients felt. Yeah. That's just what I
Ugh.
thought of right away.
Now you said that. Ugh. I
And in the
couldn't-
comments, somebody said, people have talked about how they felt like they're about to vomit. One person said they actually threw up. So
Ugh.
it's like really strong. It's hitting everybody. It's hitting a lot of the people who are watching.
Okay. So let's
I
get
just
out of
heard,
that
like-
room.
I just heard like a moan from back here. Like in this corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Thank you, Sean Watts.
And how about we check in with Richard Lell and see how his painting's going? Oh,
So
look at
as promised, I am painting her children for her so that they can have a nice family portrait together.
ah, that's so lovely.
Well, it's the least I can do after I frightened them to death, scared and alone.
I know. Yeah, died in a tragic house fire 3 days before Christmas in 1964. And might I add, if I'm paraphrasing Tracy correctly, the husband was on a air quote business trip and came home to see the street blocked off as his house burnt down, which he watched from a distance, and then packed all the remains of the family in a single casket, took them to Tennessee to be buried in a cemetery down there. So I'm not casting aspersions to the husband, but I'm just saying what the town said.
But it looks very suspicious.
It's suspicious. Let's say, yes, he is not above suspicion. Courtney, you look nauseous. What's
Guys,
going on?
I feel so sick to my stomach. My hand feels numb.
Are you
and
in the
it's like I
merchant room
turned the
now?
lights on, and
What do
I
you mean?
feel like this. I'm in the merchant room now,
Yeah.
and like stepping in, it's not. It's like right here in the threshold that I feel the most sick.
I think you should sit down.
I feel
Haley?
like when you went in there, I got a really bad, like, sharp stabbing pain in the side of my neck, like, particular spot. And then I'm just sitting here thinking, like, these spirits are abusing us, and that's not good. You know?
Abusing us.
Yes, we're all feeling some sort of way, like nauseous or like random stabbing pains or just something.
Yeah.
They're making us feel these ways.
I thought it was the pasta I had earlier, but now you're saying it. I'm thinking, where's the back stairway from where you are, Courtney?
Right in front of me.
Right in front of you. So this is the back stairway that people.
So you can't see it. Like, oh god,
What?
I turned around. This went crazy. It's right on the other side of this door.
So if you open that door, that's the back stairway that people have seen shadows and.
Well, the door is open. If you were to walk out here and go to the right, that's the staircase.
Okay. So
I
when
can
you
show you.
walk
Hold
out,
on.
you feel it.
This is the exact same thing that happened earlier. So there's the staircase. Oh.
Oh
Can
my.
you see?
Yeah, that's a narrow staircase.
And when I stand here, so this is exactly what happened earlier. I had 1 foot. I don't know if you can see this. I have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Yeah.
That's where I feel the most sick. I was standing here, and Tracy was standing right in front of me, and that's when I felt. Remember, I said I felt that like someone do this on my shoulder, and I turned around and I thought maybe it was this, but it was like that's not where it was. It was lower,
Oh.
but it was right here where I was standing right here when it happened. I feel like
Well,
I'm being watched from literally every direction. I don't even know where to look.
And I just heard something through my speakers. Sounded like a higher voice.
I heard that too through the speakers.
Go
And what's funny
back.
is like I was sweating to death in the doctor in the medical room. I went out into the hallway to turn on the lights, and it was freezing cold in the hallway. Earlier when we were here, right here was freezing cold, and now I'm sweating again, like in this room.
Oh my gosh. Haley, what you just went? Oh, Haley's gone again. Oh my
That
gosh.
must be one heck of a storm.
Or she said
I
the
think
storm
the storm is
passed. I don't know.
over.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Talk to us about what's in the room right now.
So there's all kinds of. Here we go.
Of stuff from. Oh yeah, different stuff. Tracy, is any of this from Phelps General Store?
No, this is from different merchants that had businesses or still have businesses in Palmyra and around Palmyra. So like if
Wow.
you opened a bank account and you got a mug, we would have it in there.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to that portrait.
Yeah.
Some people.
Oh my God! Look, every time I look at it, it goes nuts.
What are you looking at?
The picture, the portrait.
Oh, that portrait. That looks like the Gerber baby. Who is that?
Says Blue Ribbon Dairy. It's like a thermometer. It has a thermometer in the corner.
And
You know
the
what?
kid-
I feel like, honestly, I don't know who this fire jacket belonged to, but I think this is what's making me nauseous.
Tracy, can you give us a bit of background on the fire jacket?
That's our East Palmyra area. So it was probably donated from somebody that lived in East Palmyra, which is just a few miles away from us. honestly, I don't know too much about the jacket itself, other than we've always had it.
Wow. And I'm looking at that historic oval photo portrait to
Oh,
your
this one.
left, Courtney. Yeah,
Sorry.
who's that? Tracy, who is that? Do we know?
It looks like, gosh, I'm not really sure. I'd have to look.
Oh, he's very stern.
Wow, I'm not sure.
Have you not seen this portrait before, Tracy?
It doesn't look familiar to me.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
weird.
I thought you knew every aspect of this. Are you saying
Not everything. We've got a lot of rooms here.
oh my is he the Phelps? That's not Julius
No,
without a
it's not
mustache.
Phelps.
And
No.
it's not William.
It could be a Garlock.
A Garlock.
Yeah, we have a big family. Was the Garlock? We have a factory that was built by a man named O.J. Garlock.
Ah.
That's
Right up
still
here,
in
this says
production
Garlock.
today.
Oh, the Garlock, that's their family home.
Yeah,
It's the Garlock Gun Club.
Oh.
they were huge here in Palmyra.
Well, people are saying online that that's the guy who's making all of us sick somehow. I don't know. He I don't know what we're doing, but a lot of people online are
Should I turn the
dealing.
lights off?
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the stairway. I wanted to look. I just wanted to see how far the stairway goes down
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
because you're on the
Okay.
second
I need to
floor.
show you something right now, okay? Because
Yeah.
I warned Tracy that this was gonna scare me until I had to change my pants, and it so far has done it every time I look out. Oh God, I'm sick again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you can see my friend over there.
Oh my God. Oh.
You see him?
He looked like he just moved.
That's
Probably he
Joseph.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. And every
Who's that
time
guy?
every time I come out and I like peek down the hallway because there's so many rooms down there and I feel like 800 pairs of eyes are looking at me, I see that and I'm like, what's happening? Okay. I'm
And
gonna
there's so much,
venture out into this area.
I think a lot of the artifacts in there have attachments. I mean, there's just so much competing
So
for
much energy. Yeah.
so much competing for you.
Overwhelming.
Catherine just puked.
Oh my God. What? Okay. So is that a barricade down there?
No, it's a sign
A
that
sign
we
that
put
says,
out on the street.
oh, so that goes right to the street.
No, that actually goes back into one of our it's a archival room. So we don't actually use this staircase because it is so steep.
And technically, this was a servant stairway back in
Oh,
the
this
day.
was where if you didn't have a lot of money, this is where you came to get your room. This was all in the 1826 section.
Right. So the hotel was divided in half for the people who had no money went to the back, and the people who were affording they
You
could
had
stay in
some
the
money
front.
went to the front. Yeah.
I get it. So this was the poor person stairway, as it were.
Or the drunken person.
Okay, so
The drunken person stairway. It's even worse.
I keep seeing okay, so over here on this wall, right?
Yeah.
You can see right here is where the shadow of the wall is.
Yeah.
So right here, and then also right over here, as we're talking, I just saw shadows like 2 or 3 times. Like movement. And now it's probably my friend in the next room over there, and I don't like it.
Well,
I'm afraid to look around the corner.
I know. I'm afraid to look too.
Wow.
Who is your friend in the religion room? Who is that supposed to be?
Joseph Smith.
Oh, that's Joseph Smith,
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more than one friend in here.
There's
the
3
founder
of
of
them.
the Mormon Church. That was his attire.
That is a costume that we got from a pageant when
Ah.
they had the whole Kimura pageant.
Wow.
Cricket
That
Hayes
sounds-
says it's a woman, but I think there's more men in there.
Oh,
I have to tell you something.
Ready
I-
for this woman?
Richard
This is a
Lell,
woman
let's
in
hear
the-
you.
I have to tell you about this. So, you know, I almost joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints because I'm for anything that's more men.
Oh my gosh. You stopped
Wow.
everything for the lamest dad joke in the world? That is ridiculous.
And then I decided that I would become Amish, but that was too strict. So I decided I'd become a Mennonite because it was too Mennonite.
Richard Lale.
Oh. How long
I
have you been
just heard,
storing that
rumbling
joke,
from somewhere.
for crying out loud? Okay. What?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I just heard something. What is that?
I heard a rumble, and then I heard a loud rumble, and the floor felt like it was shaking.
Something came through my speakers. Good. I can barely talk.
Oh,
Ugh.
I just got a sharp pain in my head. Is it thundering here? Can someone check the weather?
It's not
Tracy?
thunder.
There's no
I don't
thunder
hear
there.
any thunder.
What is that sound?
I'm hearing it through my speakers. David, are you
Did
hearing
you
that?
hear it?
I hear it.
Yeah. It's a low. It sounds like footsteps above you.
It sounds like it sounded like thunder almost, or like something like a heavy piece of furniture was dragging,
Yeah.
but it shook the floor.
I think things are getting really intense around you. Watch out in case something
Yeah.
comes off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a motorcycle.
That's a motorcycle.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
There is a bar up the street.
Oh, well, that explains it.
It shook the floor. That was loud. Someone needs to have their exhaust checked.
Okay. Well, where's the doll room? Well, we don't have Haley back. She got kicked offline. She's apparently rebooting as we speak. And she seems to be having the most trouble with this investigation tonight, connecting somehow. So as we wait for her to come back, perhaps we should just take a visit to one of the two doll rooms.
Oh, perhaps we should. Dean.
Well, the other option is the basement, Courtney.
All right. I don't know. That's like Sophie's choice. They're both terrible.
What about the military room?
Oh, yeah. How about the military room? Thank you, Tracy.
Tracy,
Yeah,
I thought we were friends, and obviously I
Yeah.
was wrong.
we're besties.
Where's the
Besties, not
military?
anymore.
Since we don't have
We hold the
Haley
door for you
back
when you
online.
come running down.
Okay,
Tell
I'm
us-
going back down the hallway. I'm trying not to make eye. Oh my god! I just heard a footstep in the religion room. No, no, thank you. No,
Okay.
thank you.
So we're going to the military room.
Oh my god!
What?
Something just grabbed my arm. I'm
From
sorry,
the
I didn't mean
religion-
to yell. That scared the ever living daylights out of me. It grabbed me right here.
I tried to pull you back?
It just grabbed me.
You've got to watch the things coming off the wall at you. There's active stuff.
Yeah, it's like this dude. Who's that guy?
Who's that guy, Tracy?
That is a Civil War reenactor. Reenactment? Reenactor.
Who is he
Reenactor?
reenacting? Because
I'm losing it here.
Okay. Are you going to the military room or are you going to the doll room?
so this is not the right military room, correct?
I think you just got to on your K2 there.
Oh my god.
Oh, you forgot about Gloria.
I did forget about Gloria.
I'm sorry.
Who's Gloria? Who's Gloria?
Can you see her?
No, what? In the mirror?
Yep,
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is that?
that's
She's
Gloria.
been mourning for a very, very long time.
And why is she in mourning?
She lost someone in the Civil War, so that was very customary to, depending on your your status in your village or your town, you would dress like that for either a few days or a few months or sometimes a year. And
Wow.
then after about a year, they would allow you to go back to more colorful dress, like brown or gray.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me just tell you that as I'm walking down the hallway, I made eye contact with her in the mirror, and I forgot that she was up there.
Yeah.
And
You know what,
okay,
though,
now
Courtney? I forgot to tell you earlier, though. You don't have to worry about her running after you because she doesn't have legs.
What?
okay, the running after me, I'm gonna have nightmares about. I don't think she needs legs because she's gonna float down the hallway after me. Okay, I don't. Okay, all right,
Okay.
here we go.
You got this, girlfriend.
Okay. So we are going in. This is the military room.
Yep, which is across
Okay.
the hall from the other terrifying. Oh,
And Haley's back. Haley.
Did you guys miss me?
Yeah, we were very concerned. What happened?
That whole incident where it seems like someone was just clicking me away. That's how I felt at one point when you were about to talk about a man in the room or something. Every time that we speak of a man, that happens. I hear the clicking and my K2 goes crazy. I got rid of the doll. I thought it helped for a while, and then I was gone. I couldn't get back on my phone at all.
Wow. Is the electrical storm past?
Yeah, it's gone.
So it's not
been
that.
gone. Right.
And the power's on. You didn't blow your router. Nothing
Nope.
like that. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you're back. We are going to go into the military room before we go into the doll room. So, and
Okay.
Tracy,
I came
just
back
give
just
us a
in
bit of,
time.
yes, just in time.
I heard a sound from Gloria's room. From Gloria's room.
Gloria?
The morning woman.
The morning you missed that, Haley. There's
Yeah,
a
you tell
woman
Haley.
in full Civil War mourning who stares in a mirror, and we're talking about her, and
Wow.
there she is.
You want to go to
She's
call
saying
her in the
hello
mirror?
to me.
You want to try to call her
She's
in the
saying
mirror?
hello to me.
Is she saying
No,
hello
I
to you?
do not, David.
I think that's a grand
I barely
idea.
wanted to look at her in the mirror.
Yeah,
I
go to the
think
mirror.
we should go to the mirror and say Bloody Mary.
Richard
Richard Lyle,
Lale.
what the heck has happened to you? You're normally look at this.
He's turned into me.
I know, right?
You were gone, Haley Michelle. You were gone. I had no choice. We needed you.
To cover.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Courtney, do me a
You're
favor.
so right.
Do me a favor. Go to the
I just
mirror.
heard a groan from behind me.
Go to the
I
mirror.
swear, I just heard someone go, oh, from behind me.
Go to the mirror for me.
The mirror in the morning room to back. We're going back
No,
to the other
yeah.
room.
I was going to say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, but I guess that's
Not
No,
while I'm in
nobody's
the
doing
same
that.
room as that.
No, look,
No.
I'm putting my foot down on that one. I'm hearing the groan.
Wait, aren't you supposed to say Candyman or something?
Yeah, well, it's Bloody Mary.
Tracy!
Tracy, no.
Why don't
That's
I
you
right.
only
try,
said it once. I only said it once.
Courtney? Why don't
I
you
just
try
said it
summoning
again.
summoning Kate Chambers?
We've
Who?
gone off the
Candyman,
You
rails.
guys hear,
Candyman,
like-
Candyman.
Are you guys hearing this? Like, I keep hearing a groan.
Yeah.
Like someone
But I
going,
can't tell if it's
"Ooh,"
us.
from over here.
I think you should try to stand in the doorway.
Stand in the doorway, Courtney.
Take the sunshine.
I don't know if oh my God,
Sprinkle
someone's
it
happening.
through.
Oh my God. I have lost control of the show somehow. I don't know how. Let us get back to Courtney standing in the doorway of the military room where you're hearing the groaning.
Someone pulled on my backpack while I was sitting over there. Okay, I don't like this. Mm-mm. Oh God, I feel sick again.
Okay. Show us what's in the other room. Can you turn the camera in there?
Mm-hmm. His uniforms and a friend.
A mannequin of a sailor.
Have you ever seen a House of Wax?
Yes. This is that. Oh my gosh, Haley.
Oh.
Okay. David, guide us a little bit. What should we ask in this room?
There's so much competing energy around there. I think a lot of the artifacts in the museum probably have attachments, and
Right.
I don't know how well they're going to be able to communicate back. There might be a lot of residual stuff. A lot of people in the chat room are picking up on that. I tried to contact some people who were there. Some of the people who were boarders there in 1905 were two sisters, Kate Chambers and Jenny Chambers. They were 17 and 20 years old. So maybe try to see if you can contact them. They used to roll cigars there.
Oh,
So maybe ask them if they can roll some cigars. See if you can get some smells going on there.
Okay, I feel like someone's putting a clip-on earring on this ear that you can see right there.
really? That's
Like, it
weird
feels
because
Like heavy, it's heavy.
Haley's missing an earring. Do you know you're missing one earring, Haley?
Oh my gosh. No.
Where did it go? That's so weird that Courtney would feel that. It's the exact same ear.
It's my right ear.
Am I?
Yeah, her right ear is missing her earring. And
My thing was just
Haley
going
Michelle,
off. Oh no.
Okay, David, what was the name again?
So we have Kate Chambers, who was 20, and Jenny Chambers, who was 17, and then Edith Riffenberg was there at the same time. So this was like 1905, and they rolled cigars.
Okay, Kate, Jenny, or Edith, can you roll me a cigar? I'll buy one from you. Oh boy,
what?
I feel real lightheaded.
Me too, actually.
Are
Yeah.
you up to the basement?
Let's
What?
do the basement. Let's finish off in the basement. I think there's just
Oh,
so
boy.
many competing energies up here that it's
It
really,
really, it's exactly what David describes. It's like overwhelming. Like every once in a while, there's like something that breaks through that is like, oh, hey, I'm here. But other than that, it's like chaotic. Like
Right.
there's too much to even focus on.
hard. Okay, well, let's head to the basement.
Oh,
And
bye, Gloria.
Bye, Gloria. And we'll skip the doll room. Sorry, Haley.
Ah,
We'll
Not
go-
sorry, Haley.
just wait. Have
All
fun
right,
in the
it's-
basement, Courtney.
Okay, first of all, if I survive getting down to the basement, it'll be a miracle. So
Why?
if we could, because the stairs are not my friend.
Oh,
So if we could give me a minute and maybe
Yep.
take me off screen so I don't make a fool of myself,
And
that would be
before
lovely.
Sure.
you go down, do your breathing exercises again before you go down.
I'm gonna take a second to and have a drink of water and like take a
Good
breath,
idea.
and then I'm gonna go down because that's
You're
I
going-
have,
You're
it's
going
gonna
to
be. I'm okay, but it's gonna be heavy down there.
yeah.
I-
you're going
Let's
to be
go.
fine.
I feel like
You're
the
gonna be
family's
fine.
down there.
I
Yeah.
feel like they are too. Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
the
You are
mom
going-
and the
And I
dad-
think we have to go make amends with them.
Okay.
I think we need to go make amends with them. So, but yeah, if you guys can take me off screen.
Sure.
please.
You're off screen. We'll talk to Richard Lell and see how the painting's going. Richard Lell, what's
Hi.
happening?
Well, I'll bring it closer. I've been so intrigued with what's been happening with Courtney. It was hard for me to really focus on, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to paint the faces on them. I'm just going to give them. I'm
Oh,
going to just sort of.
That's
ephemeral.
amazing.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Richard Lell is quite the artist. He channels every show, and he puts them up on his Instagram and their first sale.
He's Bob Ross.
Yes, our spectral Bob Ross, as we call him.
I'm the spectral Bob Ross, but all of my hair is. Wait, he has hair on his chin too. On his.
Yeah, he does have hair on his chin.
Oh well, you know.
We'll have to send you that delicious candied Bob Ross treat, Richard Lell.
I would love to have some delicious Bob Ross candies.
I believe it's powder,
treat.
but yeah.
I mean, really, Miss Haley Michelle, I love you, but that is scary. That's the scariest thing on the show.
Just because of the chemical components.
Well, it's a mystery powder for sure, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a little bit terrifying. You know, I don't know what.
I knew you immediately when I saw it.
Well, I'm glad that I was on your mind.
Yeah, right.
You know, my hair doesn't quite do the Bob Ross thing. I wish I had that much hair, but I make up for it here with my
Right.
evil mustache.
Yep. So
That's
it's you're close.
I'm close. You are right. Though you know what? Maybe Spectral Bob Ross. That's a good one. Maybe it would be. Maybe I could be the ghost of Bob Ross. Maybe I could channel Bob Ross.
Oh, channel Bob Ross. Oh, look at that. You are the gentleman psychic, I'm sure. He
A
was
happy little
You
tree.
should go
lives
somewhere
right
where he
here.
would be,
right.
like a
Yeah.
like a familiar spot he would know.
You know what? I do. I used to watch. I used to love. Wait, Amanda says the candy isn't as scary as Richard Lale's religion jokes.
Well, that's true.
Look, I just showed
Oh
this
my
turn
God.
into.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
You did
told a
both
couple of this.
Mormon and Mennonite. I mean, come on. You must have been storing that in your hip pocket for 6 or 7 episodes.
Well, you
now.
know what? Years ago, many years ago, I was in a show called Tony and Tina's Wedding. Long story
Yes.
short, and so my cousin, the woman who played my cousin, Sister Terry, shows up to the wedding, and she's a nun now. So the character that I played was a closeted gay, and she was a nun, and so we would go back and forth and have this banter about religion and jokes, and she would say gay jokes that were funny and not offensive. And then I wish there was one there's one I could show you. So she'd say, hey, you know why gay men walk along hallways like this? It's because there's not enough room for them to walk along like this. Right. And then I would say, do you know why Jesus doesn't eat M&Ms? Because they fall through the holes in his hands.
Wow.
It was lighthearted and funny, and that was, you know, we were playing Catholic Italian. So, what can you do? What can you do?
So that's how you have this plethora of religious jokes in your hip pocket from Tony and Tina's
Well,
wedding that you did.
Yes and no. I mean, you know, come on. I've got a joke for about everything, I think. But only when I get dressed in the morning.
Also, what?
It was a little Rodney Dangerfield. Ain't get no respect.
Well, thank you, Richard Lell. That's we appreciate your comedy every episode. Don't kid yourself. Oh,
I know. Well, I'm not going to quit my day job.
okay. Fantastic. while we're waiting for Courtney to get down into the basement, why don't we check in with Tracy and give us a little history? Has anybody? I know we saw the shoe, but did anybody do any foundation work before the house or before this hotel was moved there in 1970, or did they just roll it and plop it on the soil without any preconditioning?
So what they did is they basically built a black foundation around what was left of the foundation for the particular home that the Breedens were in. So when they moved the building in 1976, they literally just lifted it with a crane on its original foundation over on William Street. They put it on steel beams with rollers and then pushed it over here. It took about 24 hours to do that. And then once they got to this position, they lifted it and put it on the black foundation. So that's why the basement's intact, or what was left of the basement downstairs.
So the fire in 64, they just basically bulldozed. They didn't excavate. They didn't take any of the ashes or any of the remains.
No, they, it was a pretty hot fire. I mean, for lack of a better word, right. They basically, they thought maybe there had been an accelerant used because it was so fast. Being December probably did not help. Being cold. But yeah, I mean, within a few days, they just kind of bulldozed everything and threw some sand over it and basically said, here you go.
And now the museum's on top of that.
And we are here, yes. And it's kind of, I was going to say it's funny. It's not funny, but it's very interesting that when Paul Breeden was coming home to Palmyra, he was actually pulled over for speeding on the thruway. And when the police officer, the state police at that time, pulled him over, they got out of the car and went over to him and asked him, "Where's the fire?"
Wow. The irony.
Yeah. Wow. The irony. Yes. Yes.
Courtney, you're now in the basement. We got a little backstory of the soil you're standing on. What are you feeling?
It's very heavy down here, but I'm smelling something like paint thinner. Oh,
perhaps the accelerant that Tracy just talked about?
I just got like a quick whiff of it. It's really hard to identify. I've gotten a couple quick whiffs of things in here that like they just breeze right past you, and it's like I'm trying to it's familiar. It's chemically. It's not like gasoline or anything like that, but it's like
it's kerosene.
Kerosene?
It might have been. It had like a stinging in my nostrils.
Right now.
It was like right before you started talking to me.
Okay. So, David, how should we go about this? Who should we communicate with?
I don't know. This one's really tough. We need to be careful with the children, of course. Basically, there's still parts of them there. They took what they recovered back to Tennessee for burial, but technically this is a burial site. So I think it's really important to be real respectful, give positive energy.
Yeah.
To be very serious with the kids. But try to make them feel good. Two of them that were found, they were found in two different groups. So Marion or Eddie, as they called him, was holding Samuel, I believe. And Samuel was 1.5 or 2. I think Eddie was 8 or 9 years old. So Eddie was the oldest. So he would have gone and grabbed the baby. So there's the two of them. You can try to communicate with Eddie. And then separately, I'd try to communicate with the mother who was huddled with the rest of the kids. I think they were in the kitchen, but then when the house would have collapsed, that would have been down in the basement.
So the actual house itself would be the pile of rocks behind you. I take it.
I took a picture of this right here earlier
Yeah.
because you can see like this is what I was talking about before, where you can see like the charred pieces right here.
Still the wood from the house.
It's
Okay.
yeah, something is. I'd like to say, oh, I feel real emotional. Eddie, Sarah, both of you are so brave to try to protect everybody. Everybody was brave. But you guys were so brave to try to save everybody, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it didn't work.
Right. Talk to Anna.
Anna, are you here with me?
What's your meter doing?
It's in my pocket. Good question. I'm like so discombobulated down here. Like I'm not okay.
Give us a
I mean,
360
I'm
of the
okay. But
wow, that's a big space. And the photo you posted of the shoe, where was that you found?
it is right here.
That's the shoe
Yep.
that we saw earlier.
Right there.
Right. Wow. Whew.
There's probably an overwhelming sense of guilt with the mother too. And I don't know if she went by Anna or Ruth, because Ruth is on her gravestone. But
All right.
but whoever, whatever she went by, I think if you can let her know that she doesn't need to feel guilty for what happened, that it's not her fault, and that she doesn't need to be trapped anymore, and that that they can all go.
Anna, I understand the guilt. I am a mom too. And you want to protect your babies with everything you have, and you did that. And it wasn't your fault. And you've kept them safe their whole lives, and until today, for always, you keep them safe. And it's okay. You did a good job.
Courtney, could you
Yeah, Haley.
maybe say the name Ruth Ann? Ruth Ann.
Ruth
That
Ann?
name is like coming. I feel like, I don't know. I feel something weird about that name. Like maybe that could have been her name.
She did go by Anna.
She did go by
She
Anna.
went by Anna.
Mhm, she did,
But
yeah.
was her
And
real
Ruth
name
was on her
Ruth Ann?
tombstone.
That's why I'm wondering if her
Yeah,
real
do you
name
know
was
why?
Ruth Ann.
You know why he put Ruth on the tombstone?
Her full name was Ruth Anna, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
went by Anna.
Okay.
So probably we're not really sure who did the headstone, because a couple of the dates were not correct, and also we almost think that his Paul's second wife may have helped pick out the headstone.
Oh,
Because some of the names were misspelled and the dates were a little off. We're just not sure.
and is that headstone down in Tennessee, or is it there in
Yeah,
Palmyra?
yep.
It's down in Tennessee
Hmm.
in the
Yep.
single casket.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And Eddie and Sam were found together.
Right. Wow, I'm feeling more nauseous down here than I did upstairs.
My lips are like numb. Like I can't feel my lips. It's like a collective held breath down here. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is very, very still. But like I feel like my lips like I don't know, like I'm not getting enough oxygen.
It gets pretty intense down there.
It is intense.
I feel like I want to do something like read them a bedtime story. Like
Or-
put them to bed so that they don't have to be scared.
Can you
I
try the
think
toys
Yeah.
down there?
Do that.
Oh,
What was
how
that
about the
again?
toys? The toys that they were playing with upstairs. Do you want to bring those out?
If you have them, I thought maybe that'd be cool because they were interacting with them earlier.
I do. I have them. Hold on. Sorry.
If you guys noticed, but my phone did it again. It happens over there on her end. My whole phone acts up, and then this goes like crazy.
Yeah, and also you're choppy. Your feed comes in just at like 10 frames per minute for some reason. Like your
Amanda
bandwidth.
English says to sing "You Are My Sunshine" to them.
Oh my God, Richard Lale. That's what I sing to my son.
Well, no.
Oh,
I think that's right.
yeah. Amanda English says to do that, so I think that's what you should do.
I feel so sad for them. Okay. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I don't know the rest of it. That's
That's okay. That's okay.
okay.
That's okay. That was beautiful, Courtney.
That
That
was
was
very
really,
nice.
really lovely.
I don't know why I'm like sobbing.
Because you're a human being, and that's because you connect.
And we all are. I mean, you know, we say, as I said in the last episode, the show's called Scared and Alone, but we are all connected. And
I'm
we all-
emotional and alone down here in the basement again. Why am I always emotional and alone in the basement?
You're not
Maybe we
alone.
could change the name of the show. Emotional and alone.
It feels like, but here's the thing: is it's partially my I feel emotional, but I also feel like just then, like I couldn't stop crying, but it wasn't me. Like that didn't feel like me.
Right.
Like it felt like it was coming through me, not like
You were channeling.
I
And
don't.
I'm sorry that you guys are so sad.
I don't expect that they will be playing with the toys down here.
No, I don't think so either.
It's not
True,
a happy place for them,
Right.
and it's when they're above ground is when they are much more happy.
So why don't we wrap up the show by heading back to the parlor and just sort of have our cleansing breath up there, shall we? Can you get up there and say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah, going up is much easier than coming down.
Fantastic. Thank Ruth Anna and all the children for us.
I'm gonna have a little moment with them down here, I think.
Okay. Do you want that private? You want to be off camera?
I mean, I think I feel like I can speak for all of us when I say that we feel your pain and we're so sorry that this happened to you, and that we love you and you're surrounded by love and healing, and you are so brave, all of you.
Thank you, Courtney.
All right. I'm going to try to climb up the stairs.
Come upstairs. Yes. And as we wrap up, we thank Tracy Murphy, the director of the Palmyra Historical Society, for having us here at the museum certainly uh, one of the most physical, shall we say, nauseous making shows that we've had. I don't know. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Interactive.
So, people who are traveling along in upstate New York, how do they find you and the town and visit this place in person? What do they do?
They can jump on the thruway and come see us. We are right off the thruway. If you jump off on the Manchester exit and take a left, follow it all the way into Palmyra. We're here. We're right off of 31, off of the main street on Market Street. We have Facebook. We have a couple Facebook pages. We also have a website, which is historicpalmyrany.com. That'll give you all the information that you need to see all 5 of our museums.
All 5. That includes the Phelps General Store.
Yes, we have our Alien Coverlet Museum. We have our Historical Museum here. We have an Erie Canal Depot, our print shop, and the Phelps General Store and Family Residence.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you again for having us. Always fantastic. Richard Lell, let's check in with you and see how the painting turned out.
Here it is.
There it is. Look at that. The whole family.
All together again.
in
Good
the
little
museum.
family.
And that's going up on your Instagram, which is what?
On Instagram, and of course, I always offer it to the property first, but it'll be up on Instagram for sale. You can find me, The Gentleman Psychic, or under Richard Lale Lillard. Wherever Richard Lale Lillard is sold, you can find me there.
Wherever it's sold. You're franchising, are you, Richard Lale? That's the kind of marketing genius that you are.
Well, a marketing genius, or, everything's for sale.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Richard, I'll give you a free ghost hunt if you want to bring that in person.
Oh.
You know what? That is, that I may take you up on that. It is a little bit far from my garden drive, but I could find a way, I'm sure. I have an old car. That's
Richard Lale, I'll pick you up and come back.
Yeah. That'd be lovely. Haley Michelle, you are hopefully all your electronics are back, not damaged.
Well, I better tell you everything before it cuts me. As soon as I asked her to pull out the toys and she started speaking to the family, at that exact moment, it cut off. And it get back, and it wouldn't let me even interact until she left the basement.
Wow. Okay. So this is a warning to everyone. Yes, we all experience. Did you find your other earring, by the way?
No, I've been just.
Okay. Well, and you just are going sideways. Holy smokes. Well, we hope everything electronically settles out for you. David, your last thoughts?
We were expecting intense and competing emotions, and that's exactly what we got. I mean,
yes, I know.
Really, really intense, really intense. I think this one's going to stick with a lot of people here for a while.
Absolutely. Considering we're all nauseous, at least I am. I don't know if I'm speaking for all our viewers, but it was a lot of energy coming at us through all our electronics. And Courtney, how are you doing?
I feel like it's very easy to forget the horrors of the second floor when dealing with this poor family and like experiencing their energy. But then at the same time, like it feels like they're in their own place while I'm here. And then I go upstairs and the second floor is an entirely different animal with all of the objects that are up there. I feel sad. I feel chaotic still a little bit from upstairs. I think that this place is amazing and there's so much to see and so much to look at, and it's a shame that I'm only here for 2 hours, 3 hours. I can't wait to come back. Palmyra is so beautiful and these museums are incredible, and I want to come spend a weekend just to explore this them further. But I was wondering if maybe Richard Lale, before we go, could lead us in our breathing.
Sure. Richard Lale, a classic cleansing breath. Won't you lead us?
And first of all, I want to thank you, Courtney, for being such a trooper. You are so brilliant, and thank you for putting up with my bad jokes.
I like them.
We all put up with your bad jokes, Richard Lale.
And with that, we're going to do some cleansing breaths as usual. This way, it just cleanses our space. Nothing bad is going to come through the monitor. Nothing is going to follow us home. Things is going to stay as they are. And we just bring healing and peace to all who are involved on both sides for the evening. And here we go. 3 breaths into the nose, out to the mouth. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Thank you, Richard Lell. And thank everyone for joining us. If you recorded anything interesting, please send it to us. As always, we are Scared and Alone, the only interactive live paranormal investigation on the internet. Every Saturday night, or almost every Saturday night, we try to find new locations. If you have any tips, let us know. Again, thanking everyone who joined us here at the Palmyra Historical Museum. Till next week, I'm Dean Haglin. Take care, everybody, and have a great night.
Intensity may be more than some wish to be exposed to, and those people should be forewarned.
Get out.
What?
Die. It said die. Get out. Die.
Oh my God. Oh,
And it's like the same voice too.
it is the same voice. It is the same tone.
Maybe we should get out of that room because
Yeah.
he was lighting up and it said get out or die. I don't know.
Get out or die.
Get
Oh,
out
I
or
heard.
die. Okay.
Oh. Okay, what happened, Courtney? You scared the crap out of me.
I don't know. There was something flying.
What do you mean flying? A bat?
Whoever's here and interacting with me, are you trying to bring me up to the second floor?
Look at it move.
Listen, I can see it on this, but it's not really doing it in person.
What I'm imagining that, I'm also hearing some sort of voice.
At night, when they open back up in the morning, that doll was in a different part of the store.
Go red.
Oh,
Go red.
no.
It's oh Jesus, there's the car moving around.
Why is it moving by itself?
People are smelling embalming fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's saying you're not safe.
Yeah. David, how do you feel? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I mean, I'm really concerned. This is weird. People are picking up on a tunnel below there. Here's the
A
wild
tunnel.
thing.
There's
Salem is known for its tunnels.
I can hear it.
Ask them if they're ready to go to war.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's getting, where are
And
all
when
my
I laugh,
things?
it goes off.
Things are not mine. My house. They said there's something going on with that clown. The people are still seeing stuff with the eyes on the clown.
Does she?
Oh, is this the motion control doll?
Are you
There it
the
is
female
again, right?
prisoner?
I saw someone run from that area. Oh my gosh, why did you do that?
Courtney, you need to be warned. Somebody says that they see someone following you around there and touching you on the shoulder.
I've heard what she's hearing, and it catches you, and it's a little bit, it's scary. It's scary.